Winner by unanimous decision, still undefeated.
You heard him. And still, Oleksandr Usyk. We're looking at the best big man of this era. Yes, that division is his. But is he the best big man of all time? Well, I mean, given his accomplishments and accolades and the fact that he's running through the heavyweight division like a locomotive, he might very well be. It's at least a debate. But you know what's not debatable? Is the fact that there's somebody else ready to challenge him for that throne right now.
Let me at him! Let me at him!
And Usyk accepted.
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Talk family? It's your boy, Dr. PG. Empray's got to get money back for another YouTube video. Banger, man. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I know what time it is. The doctor's in the house, man. So check this out. We just witnessed Oleksandr Usyk versus Tyson Fury part 2, the rematch. Yes, so we started off in the 13th round if you're going from the first fight, you know. And I'm going to be honest, it was a fantastic fight. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand it might not be that intriguing for the casual fan and if you don't know the history, but going off the first fight, it was a great fight, man. It was everything I expected it to be. You know, I thought it would be a chess match, and that's exactly what it was. You know, a little give and take here and there, you know, a little push and pull from both combatants, man. But I will say this too, you know, it wasn't as exciting as the first one because there was no huge moment, right? There wasn't a big moment where, you know, Usyk or Fury cracked each other like we had in the first fight with Usyk, you know, knocking Tyson Fury upside his head top for the one time.
And these guys are not letting us stand. Fury's in trouble. The Gypsy King is rattled.
And then there wasn't a large moment where one guy was just dominating to the point where they were able to dance and gyrate in the middle of the ring and on the ropes like Tyson Fury did in the first fight.
Next to fight going backwards.
So I understand how some people thought it wasn't as intriguing, but I loved it because this is what I expected. Now, I will say this. I was hoping for the rematch, man, for the trilogy, you know, in this rematch. So I was hoping that Tyson Fury would win. I was pulling for Tyson Fury.
You dumbass.
You know, I even said, hey, man, I'm going with my heart. So I was wrong on this one. You know, my heart was wrong. Steered me in the wrong place. But I was hoping that we could get a trilogy because I desperately wanted one, you know, the fan of me. And that didn't happen. Usyk won, but I'm okay with that because I scored it 7-5 or 115-113 in favor of Oleksandr Usyk. I thought the right person won. I don't think it was robbery at all. You know, maybe if you want to say it's controversial because there were a couple swing rounds, but I don't think anybody should be mad about this result, man. The rightful person won, and that's Oleksandr Usyk, you know what I'm saying, to keep him going. And Tyson Fury, what could he do next? You know, there's plethora of options, of course, you know, with the biggest and most interesting being, you know, the one that's most attractive, right, is Tyson Fury versus AJ. That match was long overdue, and it can happen right now. And they both have a commonality, a common denominator in losing to Usyk, not once, but they both lost twice, you know.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Both by decision. So I think that fight is still open. But what I do find very intriguing is who crashed the party, man. Oleksandr Usyk, his post-fight interview in the ring was interrupted by none other than Daniel Dynamite Dubois. Check it out.
I want my revenge, Usyk. Well done on tonight. Well done on tonight. God bless. Where's Frank? Make it happen.
You know, so it was, you know, it was all smiles, and you know, he was like, hey man, you know, I want a rematch from that controversial loss that I had to you. I want to get my revenge. And Oleksandr Usyk, to my surprise, not to my surprise that he was going to accept it, but just him being so willing to fight right then, I was not expecting that. You know, he accepted it. You know, check him out right here.
Mr. Excellency, Your Excellency, make me fight with Daniel Dubois. Thank you so much.
So, you know, just like in champion fashion, in a beast fashion, in pound for pound top dog fashion, he accepted it, man. He even implored Big Turk, you know, Turkey Al Sheikh, to go ahead and make the fight. You know, like I said, it caught me off guard because I thought he was going to be like, you know, give the typical speech. Hey, I'm gonna take some time off, go relax with my family. You know, it's a holiday break, you know, and stuff like that. And then also be like, you know, I just want to take some time. I'm just excited to get the win. But he said, no, I want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Typical Usyk fashion. So we'll see if that fight actually comes into fruition. You never know how things goes. But number one, with the most important thing being that Daniel Dubois needs to take care of business against Joseph Parker first, right? Because he could lose that fight. That's going to be a close fight. I'm going with Daniel Dubois in that fight. But man, Joseph Parker, do not sleep on him. That's going to be a very intriguing fight, much closer than what people think, you know. But I always want to say this too. I've been seeing some people say that, oh, Daniel Dubois is so rude and so disrespectful to crash the party.
Shut up, bitch!
This is boxing. This is not the first time it happened. It's not going to be the last time it happened. Now, quantity does not make quality, but if you look, you can see that Daniel Dubois, you know, he was coerced to do so. If you think I'm lying, check it out.
But yeah, there wasn't that sense of urgency in the corner to say that he was well behind.
So first we see him in the ring talking with Frank Warren. And so it seems like Frank Warren is encouraging him to go up there, right? You know what I'm saying? And then let's check out the other one, right? This is the one that's even more telling.
Anniversary this year, that belt's been specially commissioned for the winner tonight. And that's going to go winner tonight. And that's going to go.
Yeah, that's Big Turk. Looks like Big Turk is pointing and saying, go ahead and go up there and do your thing. So just because they encouraged him, you know, Frank Warren or Big Turk, or even if Daniel did it on his own, you know, it's not an excuse to say that, oh, maybe he could have gave him more time. But he did give Usyk some time, and he came in there and he said, hey, man, you know, congratulations on you win. God bless. But I want to make this fight, you know. So he's just trying to build the intrigue. Let's not act like or this is indicative of somebody's personality. This is boxing. This is sports entertainment. He's trying to pick up some momentum and some interest from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Usyk. Usyk had his time to speak, and I do think obviously he interrupted him. But let's not go too far at like Daniel Dubois some villain now, you know. So and it seemed like even Usyk's manager was smiling and stuff like that too. So yeah, I don't think it was that bad of that big of a deal as some people are making it, man. But I would love to see that fight. But first and foremost, Dubois has to take care of business against Joseph Parker. Now with Oleksandr Usyk, as far as him being at the top of the food chain, he's definitely there. You can't question him, man. Definitely, this is his era. He is the heavyweight, the guy, him of this era when it comes to the heavyweight division and cruiserweight division, man. 2 times undisputed, you know. And yeah, he could potentially get he could potentially be 2 times undisputed in one weight class if he beats Dubois or the winner of Dubois and Parker. And then that'll add further to his legacy on top of him already being undisputed in cruiserweight again. So I think that, man, if he does that, we got to have some conversations about being not just the greatest of this era, but the greatest of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very interesting conversation. You know what I'm saying? So he's already up there as an all-time great. But, man, he is on the cusp. I think now it's a very good conversation. He's already an accomplished fighter. But now, man, it's very, very interesting. I love to have that debate about who is the best. He's up there with, you know, Lennox Lewis and Rocky Marciano. And dare I say the greatest, Muhammad Ali. So it's a conversation now, you know. So shout out to Usyk, much respect, and much respect to Tyson Fury, man. He put up a great fight. You know, I do think that this fight was a little easier for Usyk, but not saying it's easy, but relative to his first fight, I think this one was a little bit easier for Usyk because there was no huge ebbs and flows. There are small ebbs and flows, but not any huge big momentum swings. And that's what Usyk said right here. Check it out.
The fight was
easier one.
easy. Not easy, but not easy. Easier.
Easier than the first one.
Yeah, so even he thinks it was a little easier relative to the first one, but it was still a great fight, and I think the rightful person won. And big salute to Tyson Fury. I look forward to see what he's going to do, if he's going to retire or fight AJ, and we'll see if Usyk and Dubois actually comes into fruition if Dubois beats Joseph Parker. I appreciate y'all rocking as always. Don't forget to hit that like button, but most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we are nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.